So, okay, here's the deal. For anyone listening to this, you probably wanted to know this your whole fucking life, so listen closely. All right, so I'm going to try to pronounce this, but Arceus is the first Pokemon to ever exist. And he created 3 Pokemon, Dialga, Hulkia, and Garantina. And these Pokemon created time, space, and dark matter. All right. So Pokemon created the universe. This is why I found out. I didn't know that. Later on, Garantina is punished for his destructive nature and sent to the distortion world by Arceus, the original. All right. So he's sent to some sort of Pokemon hell. That also exists. Didn't know about that. Then with him gone, Dialga and Husia begin to create the universe. And then Mew is created in this process. He's the ancestor to all Pokemon. So then this is like, 100 million years BC. And Pokemon are fighting amongst one another. There's no humans yet. They're fighting amongst creating this world because new Pokemon are created randomly, kind of like Greek gods. Like 2 Pokemon would fight in the water, and then like a water type would get born or some shit. So then this is all happening. This one Pokemon named Tupoleli is born, and Tupoleli creates humans and teaches humans how to coexist with Pokemon. So Tupoleli is that's important. But I think humans don't know this shit yet. This is all just in Mewtwo's fucking mind. Humans then later on become fearful of Pokemon, and they create an evil Pokemon out of this fear that they all feel. And that causes some rifts between Pokemon and humans, thus starting, obviously, the Pokemon Wars in 3000 BC. During this time, there's a large bomb that's created out of all these Pokemon that creates a parallel universe that's never explored, but does exist. No one knows what's in it, but it's a parallel universe created during these Pokemon Wars because of a massive atomic bomb-like explosion. Fast forward to the Industrial Revolution. It was stated very clearly, that's why I wrote it down, they emphasized this, that Pokemon invents the steam engine.
Wait, does it say which Pokemon or just like they all kind of put a little bit in?
They came together and they invented. So that was a big fucking deal. All right. So the humans really thanked them for that propel them into the Industrial Revolution.
Wow.
Let's see. Long story short, kind of after that, the steam engine thing caused a lot of peace between the humans and the Pokemon. They kind of learned to coalesce amongst one another. And then, listen, man, there could be literally 5,000 pages for each of these fucking years. It's deep, man. This is Harry Potter on acid. But there's a black hole that ripped space and time in 2016, and higher dimension creatures leak onto this Earth. I think that's actually later on from this Pokemon movie that we're watching, but that's kind of where we're at now. And the only other people you really need to know about, man, you guys already probably know about this as kids, is Team Rocket, which is kind of the goofy duo, always trying to catch Pikachu. But overall, Team Rocket is a very, very scary organization that catches other people's Pokemon, creates clones. They're freaks. They're the ones who created Mewtwo. As it says here, Team Rocket is a criminal organization set to steal other people's Pokemon with their headquarters in the Kanto region in a branch in the Sevi Islands. They're headed by Giovanni, who also doubles as the Viridian City gym leader. Who gives a fuck about that? But what we do give a fuck about is Giovanni is the guy that, like an idiot, tells Mewtwo his purpose was to be their slave. And that's when Mewtwo goes fuck this, and breaks out and kills Giovanni and blows up the island. But Giovanni's the lead of Team Rocket. So that's just, anyway, good to know. But that there you go. That's what Mewtwo has in his brain. Ash, all these other guys, they don't know shit. I think Team Rocket knows a little bit. They're trying to find this information out by creating Mewtwo and other people. And everyone else is just living their lives, catching Pokemon, making hot pots out in the pastures.
So humans are kind of trying to figure out the history of it all. Mewtwo knows all of this.
Yes.
And is we are the higher beings. You should actually be our Poke. We should be making you fight.
You.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy, man? And I only found out literally yesterday. But this shit goes deep, bro. Yeah, I mean, and trust me, there's a book on all these guys.
I really just thought, hey, this is a fantasy world. There's people, there's Pokemon, they fight. That's it. You know, that it is what it is.
Happy with that too. I didn't
Yeah.
need all. I
Yeah.
think that's why the movie made me feel a little weird. I was almost like I learned too much.
Yeah.
And if I learned all of this, I would have, I don't know. I would have been a different person. I don't even know if I do stand up. I mean, it's just like too much too soon.
You just would have been. I do. I do want to say just the image of a grown man in a garage wearing a jean jacket with a beard and just like a trucker hat. You look great, but just the image of that, and he's just like, let me fucking tell you about the history of Pokemon, and then just going through the whole thing. Like it could.
No, I tried so hard, man. This shit was. I watched like 5 different YouTube videos. I went down a rabbit hole, and oh my god, it took forever. Just simple questions. Try googling this. Where did Pokemon come from? You won't get a 1-sentence answer. No, like it's fucking deep, dude. And all these different Pokemon, like I mean, they have books on themselves. Like all these originators. What was anyway, man? I'm losing myself in my own notes. I'm scrolling through. Let's see how many. I came prepared for this podcast with 7 pages of notes. Good. And I felt like it was required because it's so deep. It's like trying to explain Lord of the Rings to someone who's never read the books. Dude, this shit's fucking hard. Like
This movie has a Metascore of 35. This is like trying to explain Lord of the Rings, and every critic is like, it's literally not. It's
dude, this is one of the hardest movies I've ever tried to understand in my life.